Hello, this is going to be a really quick tutorial on how to compile with the Notepad++ software that has Tiny Compiler built in, as well as how to run the executable once you've successfully compiled it. So as you can see here on the desktop, I've got a portable Notepad++ already extracted here in this folder. I also have a scratch location for my chapter 1 where I have a Hello World program that's already my source code for my Hello World programs in there. So going to the bottom, open up my Notepad++, and here I have a basic Hello World program. We probably saw that in an earlier tutorial. It's really basic. On the top we have comments where you would have your name, the date, and the purpose of the program. It's really important that you document what the purpose of the program is, so when you refer back to it later, you can quickly see, oh, this is what this program does, before you dig into the code. So here we see we have a preprocessor directive, includes standard io.h, your main with your printf output hello world. So it looks like this program is just going to print out hello world. So to compile it, press F6, or you can go into the menu under our plugins, our Notepad++ execute, and we have the execute. So notice F6 will allow you to execute, or just click to this menu. I'm gonna go ahead and click here since I'm already here, and I'm gonna left click on it. It's gonna execute. Now I have commands within this execute window that will build my executable against TinyCC or TCC. You really shouldn't manipulate anything in here. So, but if you really want to know what's happening here, TCC, the path of the source code, giving output directory specified, adding a Z with an underscore, and the name of the source code, .exe. So it makes it easier for you to run it if you have to compile multiple times. This is the debug version. I've also included a release version, which is a little bit different. Don't worry about release version for now. The debug version is what we'll be using. So at that point, click OK, and it executes. Now notice on the bottom, we have the output of what happened. It took the source code, compiled it, and created a program called z_helloworld.exe. Now, helloworld.c is our source code. Our source code has an extension of .c. Up here at the top, we have the location of where the file is, and notice it's .c. Now, I compiled the program. I didn't run the program, I compiled it. So now I have an executable that I can then run, which should, in theory, show me a hello world. So I'm going to minimize this. Now I'm going to open up chapter 1, where here's my source code, and here's a program that was created. Now I added, for your convenience, a CLI underscore here. This will open up a command line prompt that I can then run the hello world that I just compiled. I did this ahead of time. You can find this under the Notepad++ bin TCC and just copy it from there. It just will open up a command prompt, makes it easier instead of having to go do it manually. So we're back over here. I can double left click though. This is a software application. This is a C file. C file is your source code. This is the application. I'm going to click on it. Then I'm going to press enter and watch what happens. Something happened, opened and closed. Well, since this is a console app that we're developing, I really need to be running this in the console. So, or in the terminal prompt. Well, Linux is terminal, for us it's going to be console. I can double left click or execute CLI here. Pops open and execute, use some basic DOS commands that you might have been exposed to. dir will give you directory listing. There's a directory listing of the file that I have here. This is identical to what I have here. I have CLI here, helloworld.c, and zhelloworld. Right there, CLI here, helloworld.c, zhelloworld. I want to run the zhelloworld, so I can be lazy, hit Z, tab, finishes it off for me. Thank you, Windows 10. Press enter, and there you go. The reason it flashed so quickly is that it executes the program and then exits. So it opens up the command prompt, displays hello world, and then closes, so you can't really see it being executed. when you submit your assignments and I want to see the program run, display the output of the program, it means you need to be in the command prompt window open and run the program. So just compiling the program is not running the program. F16 over here is not running the program. It's compiling your source code. Over here is where I'm running the program. So kind of have to get those two squared up to make your assignment submissions easier. Typical assignment submissions for this class require source code and outputs of the program that you compiled. It's a safe bet to say that if you compile the program and you take a screenshot of this and upload it, that is fine, but that is not the source code upload. You just have a screenshot of the source code, and of course I'm seeing that it executed with an exit code of 0, which means good, it exited with no issues, but that's not the source code that I'm looking for. I really need you to upload the .c program itself. So I'll compile it later. So one of the requirements is upload your C code, upload the .c program. The other requirement would be a screenshot showing the program being executed. And that would be, of course, a screenshot of this. Different ways to do screenshots. I think I have that in the assignment. Tutorial helps, so you can just click there and see how to do that exactly. But I do need to see the program running, or how it's run when you execute it, and an upload of the source code. So that's all I have for you at this time, and we'll see you later. Bye.